before I start the video, I was realizing I wanted to say thanks to everybody who's been commenting. I've been getting different comments, and it's fun to answer them. It's fun to, interact with people who watch my videos. So, thanks. Hello and welcome to this video. I'm in the room that my wife and I call, what do we call it? Oh yeah, we call it the mud room. And so let me show you real quick what it looks like. There's the front door, or the side door I guess we call it. Some of my plants. This video is more of a show and tell. And so what I want to show is over here. This is, my dad came to visit and he brought this with him, and it's a banjo that I made in high school, and I haven't seen it in years. I made this cardboard case for it. See, so like here is a latch. This goes through the hole here. Here's another latch I made, like that one. This one must have broken because there's the clasp for it. But, so this is what it looks like. I'm actually pretty interested to see. I'm going to move the camera and lay it down so I can show it better. Okay, so I think that this was always a separate piece that flopped over. Back then I had a very interesting approach to things. I didn't want to do anything like the conventional way. Okay, so you can see here, this is the handle to carry it. Used this leather I got from a purse from a thrift store. Okay. Oh look, I glued this piece of wood in here. Sorry, I glued this piece of wood in here to support the cardboard. That's kind of interesting. So, I've always been a Christian, and so this symbol here is a Christian symbol that I used to put on everything. So, look at this. I think I made the neck too long. I have no clue. I cut it there. And see here, it didn't fit well. So I just took some very coarse sawdust and mixed it. Look at this gigantic saw gash. This is so funny. I can't believe it's still partially tuned. One of the strings broke here. So I made these gigantic tuning pegs. I have no clue why I did that. And then I always thought, why waste any space with just boring nothing? So put a decoration there. So I would carve on everything. On this, sometimes I'd even carve on those instruments I made back there. Sometimes I'd carve down the neck even. So anyway, so here's the 5th string, of course, still tuned up. Here's where I screwed down this top piece. This was made out of recycled wood, and it wasn't strong, so you can see it broke. And so what I would do, this is so funny to me, I would just fill it with glue. Look, I just filled it with glue. So here's more carving. And then here I wrote my name, of course, and the year 98. Wow. And then so this drum was given to me. This drum head was given to me from a drum kit, and it came from a church, First Assembly of God. That's interesting. This is like so nostalgic. So here's the side. Very crudely made. But that's how I did stuff back then. I didn't have technique and didn't care to. I was too impatient to learn it. So here I saw this is a cedar, aromatic cedar that I got from my parents' backyard, and would cut it, and then this is chopped with an axe right here. So like now I know more about woodworking, but then I didn't have the concept of different finishes. So like I didn't know that to get this away I could plane it. I probably thought I had to sand it, and I didn't like sanding. So I did this whole thing. Another fish shape there. It's called the ichthus, which comes from this part here. It's Greek letters that stand for words. I don't know what the Greek words are, but so I was so lazy. I guess I was just impatient. So I thought I'd put this wood in here in the grooves, and then here you can see I got tired. So I just took glue and filled it with sawdust for the rest of them, because I just was too tired of doing the work. That is hilarious. And so see how like this is not symmetrical at all? I didn't care about stuff like that, and kind of intentionally I didn't care. It gives it a real folk look, like this just tied around and just stapled. I think I thought I was being like progressive and like breaking the rules and daring to be different and stuff like that. And I mean, I understand where the idea of that and everything. But now I understand. Now my opinion is that that can be really cool, but it also can be cool to show that you know the rules first, and so that you know, so you're not just ignorant, so to speak. But let me show you the rest of it. I put this gigantic screw on the bottom there. Originally the tailpiece was going to attach there, and then, oh no, that's for the strap, I think. Because you can see this wire is what the strings are attached to. There's no tailpiece. And I attached these huge blocks of wood to screw the top down to tension the head, because, oh, and then here you can see pieces of plywood I glued to the back, because this top piece, I underestimated how weak it was, and when I tried to tension the head it broke. So I'm going to pick it up and see if I can make it play at all. Okay. So here's the strap. So this strap here, yeah, here's that hole. So that was meant to go and attach. Oops, I'm hitting the door. Attach right there to that big screw. That is probably the coolest part of the whole thing. Anyway, here's kind of what it looks like, just from the side. Those the other strings that are not in tune are resonating with, vibrating with the other strings, so even though I'm not playing them, it's still showing that they're not in tune. This is actually way more fun because I know better how to play a banjo than I ever did when I made this. Well, and the reason why I'm not trying to tune it up is, one, I'm missing a string, and two, I don't know how well it would hold up. I'm amazed it was even still tight from all this time. Anyway, let me show a few more things. This is what it looks like from this angle. I left these screws out. I wouldn't do that now. It's kind of fascinating. Here's the shape of the neck. I would just cut stuff. I don't even know if I thought about that. I think I thought, oh, I'll cut it and it'll just work. So I cut this, and then it turned out it wasn't straight, and I thought, well, I don't know how to fix it, so I didn't worry about it. Or like you can see here, there's this gap, so I stuck a piece of wood in there. Or this gap, so I stuck this big piece of wood in there. And then it didn't fill up, but it worked enough so I didn't worry about it. And then you can see in here, see the, right in here, you can see the light through. So this part in here was designed to pull down the head to make it tight, but it's not even touching it. Anyway, what if it might be more interesting for me to see than for you, but see, oh, you know what I did? You probably can't tell, but this has kind of a tint to it. Well, I took grass and I rubbed it in it and it made it green. And I kind of knew that it wouldn't last, but that was my creative stain. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. I mean, really, I appreciate it, especially this time, because this is a thing that I made a long time ago, 1998. Is the first time I ever tried to make a banjo. I've only made two. This is the first one. I made one more. The second one was much better quality. I'll try to show that someday. I don't have it. My brother has it. I made it for him. My younger brother who lives out west. Anyway, so it's significant to me because I made it all that long time ago, and it's like, wow, it still plays. I mean, I don't want to mess with it in case it messes it up, but it's just an interesting flashback. So I might have rambled more than I normally would. I might have it might have been more like less interesting, but so if it was interesting to you, if you made it this far, thanks a lot for watching. Yeah, if you enjoy any of my videos, please consider checking out some of my other videos. And I hope you have a great day. Bye. Hello and welcome.